Today we embark on an in-depth discussion of the state of education in Nigeria with a spotlight on the Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination, generally known as UTME. This exam is a pivotal measure of academic readiness for higher education in Nigeria. In today's episode, we will dissect the challenges, compare Nigerians' educational strategies with global benchmarks, and propose transformative solutions, particularly through the integration of artificial intelligence. Looking at the recent performance trends from 2020 to 2024, the data is revealing. In 2024, only 0.4% of candidates scored above 300, indicating a stringent challenge for students to reach top scores. These statistics have seen a decline from previous years, highlighting increasing academic challenges or potential deficiency in preparatory education. For instance, in 2020, a slightly higher percentage of students achieved scored above 300, reflecting variability in annual educational outcomes.
Nigerians are really wondering, how can 76% of candidates sitting for history, biology, economics, can't even score up to 200? Well, you are more familiar with the report issued by JAMB. Could you just take us through the highlights of that report and whether indeed we should be alarmed that so many people can't even pass admissions exams?
Thank you very much. There is nothing wrong in analyzing performance of any exercise, but the first issue that one will have to bear in mind is to understand the purpose for which such exercise is undertaken. If you look at our examination and you begin to analyze this without understanding the basic principles for which we conduct this examination, you may likely be misleading the public. The purpose and intent of an issue of every exercise is very critical in analyzing such an exercise. Otherwise, you begin to concentrate on the disruptive element of such exercise. Our examination is not a pass-fail examination. It is a selection exercise. And what do I mean by that? If you look at the statistics that we keep reeling out and discussing out there, you will discover that a reasonable number of these candidates score less than 200 and above. They have not really failed this examination because it depends on what you want to do with such an exercise. Our examination, just as I've said earlier, is a selection exercise. You can only say a candidate has failed if in the final analysis for the purpose of which he sat this examination is not achieved. I will give you an instance. We want to celebrate candidates that have scored 300 and above. And I want to shock you that there are some of them that may likely not even be admitted with that high score, depending on where they want to go. And some candidates who have scored less than 200 will end up succeeding and being admitted. For instance, if I want to read physics today, and I have 180, 200, I may likely gain admission. And somebody that wants to read medicine, for instance, in University of Lagos, and he has 320, he may not be admitted.
Disparities in performance and access to quality education exist across regions and demographics in Nigeria. For example, students from urban areas tend to perform better than their rural counterparts, while gender disparities persist in certain subjects. In global comparison, developed nations like Finland, South Korea, and Singapore offer full stark contrast. These countries prioritize educational equity, innovative teaching methodologies, and substantial government investment in education. Although Nigeria is still a developing nation, citing examples from developed countries' educational system can serve as a valuable blueprint for improvement and innovation in Nigeria's education sector. In global comparison, developed nations like Finland, South Korea, and Singapore offer full stark contrast. These countries prioritize educational equity, innovative teaching methodologies, and substantial government investment in education. Although Nigeria is still a developing nation, citing examples from developed countries' educational systems can serve as a valuable blueprint for improvement and innovation in Nigeria's education sector. For example, Singapore's education system is renowned for its emphasis on academic excellence, critical thinking, and creativity, with a curriculum designed to foster a love for learning and a focus on science, technology, engineering, and mathematics education. Recently, the Parliament moved a motion on how the country can position its education system to harness the power of AI, showcasing their commitment to staying at the forefront of educational innovation.
On artificial intelligence, less than 2 weeks ago, just before Budget 2024, the announcement by DPM Lawrence Wong, our finance minister, there was another announcement halfway across the world from Singapore. A tech company which is already changing the world, a tech company called OpenAI, which brought you ChatGPT not too long ago. That company announced a new platform, a new AI platform called Sora. Sora allows you to key in text, type in some text, a prompt, and it can produce videos which are indistinguishable from what Hollywood can produce today and what smaller studios can produce. Within less than a year or so, AI which can hold a conversation with you, can write an essay for you, that's ChatGPT. AI which can take high school exams, advanced placement exams in the United States curriculum and outperform many humans. That's GPT-4. I had spoken about how, with increases in computing power, once you go from generating one make-believe image to 30 images a second, you go from AI-generated photos to AI-generated videos. At the time, April 2023, I'd expected the technology to take another 2 to 3 years. As it happened, it took place faster than I imagined. Within 10 months, OpenAI had announced the Sora platform to produce AI-generated video. So that's the world today. Technology disruption happening very quickly. New challenges everywhere. The unexpected, increasingly the norm. And so we can't hide from these changes. To accept the world as it is, the way the world is going to be, and look after, support, empower, uplift our people. And this is why the new subsidy for Singaporeans aged 40 and above to pursue another full-time diploma in higher education, this new subsidy in the budget, that's why it's so important. Because it recognizes that in a world that's changing so quickly, what you learn in school, in education at age 20, may have changed, transformed, been replaced by a new world by the time you're age 40. No country, no economy can hide from these changes in the world with AI. Even if an entire country tries to prevent AI from entering its borders, other economies will do so.
Nigeria's educational sector grapples with numerous challenges. It suffers from underfunding and inadequate facilities. Teacher shortages and limited training opportunities are also major issues. Furthermore, there are more concerns about curriculum relevance and examination malpractices. Additionally, the impact of COVID-19 pandemic on education has added to the sector's woes. Artificial intelligence is transforming education globally. It offers personalized learning experiences and adaptive assessment, which enables students to learn at their own pace and receive tailored feedback. AI improves students' engagement and optimizes educational administration, making learning more effective and efficient. AI-driven tools support teachers and administrators in various tasks, freeing up time for more strategic and creative work. For Nigeria, the integration of AI into the educational system presents a unique opportunity to leapfrog traditional barriers and accelerate progress. This could be achieved through the initiatives such as AI-driven tutoring systems and visual laboratories, which can provide personalized learning experiences and enhances students' engagement. Additionally, predictive analytics can help identify areas where students need extra support, enabling teachers to tailor their instructions and improve learning outcomes. To effectively harness the power of AI, Nigeria must undertake reforms, starting with building robust digital networks and internet access nationwide. This must be accompanied by incorporating digital literacy, critical thinking, and problem-solving into the curriculum, ensuring students are equipped with the skills to navigate and strive in an AI-driven world. Also, comprehensive programs must be established to support the effective integration of AI into education, including teacher training and curriculum development. Finally, collaborations between government, private sector, and educational institutions are crucial for developing and deploying AI educational solutions that cater to Nigerians' unique needs and contexts.